millisecond pulsars. These things are pretty incredible. It's basically a neutron star that has jets, pulsars, right? Coming. However, the neutron star is spinning fast, super fast, hundreds of times a second. Right? So 1 second, that would be like 1001. It just spun like 300 times. Crazy, right? What's interesting is why it can't spin any faster. If it did, it would literally rip itself apart. The force from spinning would rip itself apart. These things, we estimate that it is spinning at about 20% the speed of light. So even spinning hundreds of times a second is not even close to the speed of light. And we know about 200 of these. The other interesting thing about these millisecond pulsars is that they're found in what's called a globular cluster. Globular clusters are 10 billion years old. These are the oldest of the stars. But these millisecond pulsars are supposed to be really young, like millions of years, not 10 billion. So what are they doing with stars that are old? Learning from their elders? I'm not sure exactly, right? So what's going on here? The pulsars should have slowed down. If they were this old, they should have slowed down and faded. What we think might have happened, and by we I just mean the scientific community, is that something has caused it to start spinning again. So maybe it was whatever it was, millisecond pulsar, let's just assume, and then it slowed down to just a neutron star, and now it's spinning again for some reason. Something started it. Alright, so what could kickstart a star? Well, we think it has something to do with the companion stars around it. Now remember, they're in a globular cluster, so there's lots of stars around it. And so it might be taking matter from another star, and the matter's starting to accrete on it, accretion disk, or right on it, or somehow causing it to spin and spin faster. Now, what's interesting is that 140 of 200 millisecond pulsars are found in binary systems. Now, that includes globulars. That's kind of interesting. So what about the other 60? Either it's already eaten its companion, or for some reason the pulsar or the companion got ejected from the system. So we are assuming for a millisecond pulsar there has to be some sort of companion star to feed it, or in some cases kickstart it again. And then if it's not, well, something had to happen. Either it's done eating it and so now it's going to slow down, or there was a giant collision and one of them got ejected from their system.